everyone, welcome back to another circuit training video. I hope that you are continuing to stay safe and stay active during this quarantine. For today's workout, we're not going to have any equipment. Just make sure you're in an open space with a soft surface to work out on, so maybe some carpet, a yoga mat, or even a blanket. And for today's workout, we're going to have 8 stations as usual, with 2 focusing on our arms and upper body, 2 focusing on our core, 2 focusing on our legs, and 2 focusing on cardio. And that'll be 1 full cycle, and we'll have 2 cycles in today's circuit training with a 5-minute warm-up in the beginning and a 5-minute cool-down at the very end. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start our timer and get into our warm-up. So starting off, we're just going to do some shoulder rolls to the front. And then shoulder rolling to the back. To really start opening those shoulders. And moving on, we're going to do some arm circles to the front, starting out very small. And gradually getting bigger. Same thing to the back, starting out very small and then gradually getting bigger. And moving on to our next stretch, we're just going to have a wide stance and tapping our opposite toe with our opposite arm. Some jumping jacks. And with these, just make sure you're landing really soft, bending your knees. "15 more seconds of these jumping jacks. From here, we're going to go into some trunk twists for 15 seconds. And just reaching to the side now. And alternating. Do about 3 dips on each side before you alternate. Moving on into some more cardio with some high knees. You can have your palms outward with the goal of having your thighs tap your palms. "15 more seconds. Going into our next stretch, we're just going to be rolling our knee up and outwards. More seconds. And now going back into a slight jog. And 15 more seconds. A couple more stretches. You're going to grab your ankle, stretching that front of your thigh, and alternating. not holding that stretch for longer than 5 to 7 seconds. And rolling out that ankle, rolling out that wrist. And for the last 30 seconds of this warm-up, we're going to go back into some jumping jacks. Try to get that heart rate up before going into our circuit training. Once again, go ahead and start thinking about your breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath. 15 more seconds. And that's it for your warm-up. Go ahead and grab some water, take a breath. So starting off this circuit training, we're going to be doing our first station, which is focusing on our arms and upper body. We're going to be on the floor for this one and doing a bench press up towards the sky. So go ahead and get set up and get started. So you'll start with your arms bent, pressing up towards the sky. You want to really focus in all your attention towards your arms. 30 more seconds. You can engage your core or your glutes in this position by doing a hip thrust during your bench press. And you can always just stay on the floor as well. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest. We're going to stay on the floor for our next station, which is focusing on our core. We're going to be doing some V-ups. And you can either do this with your arms on the floor or out with your palms facing the sky. And go ahead and get started. So with your arms on the ground, and if you want to amplify it, you can have your palms out. And just make sure that you're fully extending your upper body and your legs before going up into that crunch. More seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest. For our next station, we're going to be just focusing on our legs. We'll be in a tabletop position. And we'll alternate between extending our legs out straight and extending them out bent. So in the tabletop position, stand back, alternate between those legs, and then extend bent up towards the sky. Got 30 more seconds. And in your tabletop position, you want to make sure that you're not rounding out or arching your back. Just try to stay in that flat back position. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest. For our first cardio station, we're going to be doing some jump rope movements just without the jump rope. And go ahead and get started. So you can do this in various different ways. You can either bring your knees up really high, or you can bring your feet up really high, or you can just tap your feet in front of you. Whatever works for you, just make sure you're keeping your body moving throughout this cardio station. 15 more seconds, and we'll be halfway through our first cycle. 3, 2, and 1. 15-second rest before moving on into our second arm station, we're just going to have our arms out extended, pressing down, and then halfway through pressing upwards. And we'll start in 3, 2, and 1. So extend those arms out, pressing down. Adding some tension in your arms as you press down, but making sure you're not fully locking out your arms. And we're halfway through, so go ahead and switch. Palms facing the sky. And pressing upwards towards the sky. Once again, adding some tension. And 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit for our next station. We're going to focus on our core again. You'll be on your knee with one leg extended out. We're going to be doing some candlesticks. And you'll just lean your body to the side. So go ahead and get started. You can have your arms down by your side, at your hips, at your shoulders, at your head, and even up towards the sky. Just know that the higher your arms are, the more intense that workout is going to be. And halfway through, you're going to switch to the other side. You can even place your hand or your fingers at your obliques to make sure that they are punching in and are fully engaged. And 3, 2, and 1. Going to our next leg station, 15 seconds. We're just going to be doing some squats while extending our leg out to the side after you are up. So you'll start with a squat, go up, fully extend your leg out, and then alternate to the other side. And you can have your palm on the side of your thigh, add some resistance. And with your squat, you want to make sure you're sending those hips back like you're sitting into a chair, and that your knees aren't going past your toes. Ten more seconds. And best. Going into our next station. Out of this cycle, this is our last station. We're going to be doing some cardio. And we're just going to be doing some mountain climbers. So go ahead and get in that plank position. And start your mountain climbers. You want to make sure that you're in this position, that you're not overarching or rounding out your back. You're following the curve of your spine. And you can go at whatever pace you'd like in these mountain climbers. We've got 15 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest. You made it through your first cycle, so go ahead and take a 1-minute water break. Go ahead and take a breath. We've got 45 more seconds. Just make sure in this 1-minute water break that you're not sitting down and that you're standing up. So you're keeping that heart rate up. Thirty more seconds. You've got 15 more seconds. Go ahead and set up for that first arm station. And we'll start in 3, 2, and 1. So once again, pressing up towards the sky like a bench press. And you can always amplify this by adding some weights. And you can always engage more muscles in your body by doing a hip thrust. But this is our arm station, so you want to make sure you're still focusing all that attention into your arms. 15 more seconds. Make sure you're not locking those arms out as you press up towards the sky. And rest 15 seconds. And go ahead and set up for your next core station. And get started. And in this position, you want to make sure you find that sweet spot at your tailbone so that you're not adding too much pressure or pain in that area. And making sure you're crunching in for both your legs and your upper body. Almost there. And rest. And you can go ahead and set up for your next leg station in that tabletop position. And 3, 2, and 1. So extending that leg out straight, and then extending it bent. Second break before we go into our next cardio station. Once again, we'll just be doing some jump rope motions. And go ahead and get started. Make sure you're still breathing and not holding your breath throughout these workouts, especially during these cardio stations. More seconds. You can go forward, fast or slow you want to. Just make sure you're at a steady pace. And 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest for 15 seconds. And get ready for that next arm station. Extending your arms out and pressing downwards. Once again, not locking out those arms. And really focusing all your attention in our arms. And we're at that halfway mark, so flip. Palms facing to the sky, pressing upwards. Really engage those arms by adding some tension. You can do so by flexing during this motion. And go ahead and rest and set up for your next core station. And 3, 2, and 1. And with these, you want to make sure that motion is coming from your core and that you're not just dipping down by your hands or by your head. You want to feel all that engagement right here at your side. And we're at that halfway mark, so go ahead and switch. And 3, 2, and 1. 15-second break. And you can set up for your next station, focusing on your legs with those squats and extending your legs out to the side. And start in 3, 2, and 1. Starting with those squats, extending your leg out. You want to make sure you're doing the full squat motion before you extend your leg out to the side. You want to avoid doing those motions at the same time. More seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 15 more seconds. And then we'll do our cardio station and then we'll be done. So go ahead and get into that plank position. And start in 3, 2, and 1 with those mountain climbers. Once again, you can go at any speed you like. And really focus on your form. Make sure you're not rounding or arching your back. Make sure you're breathing. Got 15 more seconds, you're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead and rest. Take that 1-minute water break, and then we'll cool down. We've got 20 more seconds before our cool down. We're going to start standing up. Make sure you take a big deep breath in and deep breath out. And we're going to go into our cool down. So with our first stretch, arm over chest, roll out that wrist. Really feel that stretch right here in your arm. And 3, 2, and 1. Switching over to the other side. Twirling out that wrist. And now reaching towards the center of your back. Switching towards the other side. And moving release. Now stretching to the side for 15 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Switching over to the other side. And 3, 2, and 1. Now reaching down, place your toes in a wide stance. And then switching over to the other side. Now stretching towards the middle. If you can retreat, you can go ahead and do so. And now if you come down into a wide squat, you can press your forearms against your inner thighs and do some shoulder dips to really deepen that stretch. And now reaching upwards again. You can reach through your legs. Now we're going to go into a side lunge. You can place your knee on the ground, pressing into that lunge. And now stretching back. Pulling your body away from your foot. And now we're going to go towards the other side, so going into that lunge. And once again, you can place your knee onto the ground and really press forward. And now sending those hips back, pulling your body away from your foot. We're going to go into some core stretches. So we're going to start with just twisting to the side. And then we're switching. And now we're going to go into our cobra stretch. So onto your stomach with your hands under your shoulders, pressing up towards the sky. And once again, don't sink into those shoulders. Back into child's pose. And release. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this circuit training video. I hope you continue to stay safe and stay active. Have a good day. Bye.